August 9th, 1945. The Nagasaki nuclear explosion. August 6th, 1945. The Hiroshima nuclear explosion. Since these World War II attacks, nuclear weapons have become even more powerful. The Hiroshima bomb produced an explosion of 15 kilotons. 1 kiloton equals the explosive power of 1,000 tons of TNT. If it was detonated in New York City's Times Square, this is what it would look like. The radius of the affected area would be almost a mile long. This yellow circle indicates the radius of the explosion's fireball. Within the red circle, fatalities are near 100%, and all concrete structures are damaged or demolished. Within the gray circle, most residential structures are destroyed, and there are massive injuries and fatalities. The orange circle indicates the area in which third-degree radiation burns occur. But the sheer destructive power of that explosion pales in comparison to the largest thermonuclear weapon currently in the United States arsenal, the B-83. Created in the late 1970s, the B-83 can produce an explosion of up to 1,200 kilotons, which is 80 times the Hiroshima explosion. That's the explosive power of 1.2 million tons of TNT. If dropped on New York City, the radius of the affected area would be over 7 miles. Then, there's the 1954 Operation Castle Bravo, the largest nuclear bomb ever tested by the United States. It produced a 15,000 kiloton explosion, which is over 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. If detonated in New York City, the radius of the affected area would be over 21 miles. But there's even one more powerful than that. On October 30th, 1961, the Soviet Union tested the Tsar Bomba. It is the most powerful weapon ever detonated. It produced a 50,000 kiloton explosion. That's 3,300 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. The mushroom cloud was so tall that it dwarfed anything on Earth. If dropped on New York City, the radius of the affected area would be over 31 miles. The Tsar Bomba was created over 5 decades ago. Today, there are an estimated 14,900 nuclear weapons in the world. If not for the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty of 1963, we might have even more powerful bombs today.
I'm going to open up with the book of Ecclesiasticus. That's Sirach, chapter 27, verse 24, and it reads, I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. Okay, now where is that hatred? Because most people, let me rephrase that. Most people think the Lord loves everybody, but he doesn't. Okay? He doesn't. And that's the truth. And I'm going to read that in the book of Romans. That's why all this stuff is going on. Because the prophets are being raised up, have been raised up. And this is why. Romans 9 and 13. And it reads, as it is written, because it's written in the book of Malachi. Jacob have I loved, the 12 tribes of Israel, but Esau have I hated. Now continue. Read that again. Sirach 27 and 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. Whoso casteth a stone on high, casteth it on his own head, and a deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 9. And I'll start at 13. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, Salakia, and 13, and it reads, Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Okay, so those that hate the children of Israel, that's in the book of Psalms 83, if you were to read it, referencing, okay? Though that lifted me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praises in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. We're watching that now. All these uproars of the people. Okay? Because this thing is, it comes like little by little. Little by little. Okay? That Esau is falling. All right? And that's just the truth. The nation of Edom, Amalek, Idumea, the Agagites, the Chaldees. Okay? Let's keep reading, people. The book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16, and it reads, The Lord is known by his judgment which he execute. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Haggai, Shelah, Shagai. Okay? Or Shalash. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all nations that forgot God. Who is the wicked? Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4. The wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasian. These people that created these bombs, and the Lord put the Spirit on them to do so. Okay? And let's go, let's read a little more. Let's read a little more. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 13. And it reads 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud. The proud, who is the proud? Okay? That's in the book of Obadiah, who the proud is. And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay? Because they're horrible. They're terrible. Okay? With all this pandemic thing going on, the polka dot man want to come and do something to you, make you sick. I'm going to just leave it at that. Because he make me sick. Okay? Yeah, he make a lot of people sick. Because he's a sick, twisted, twiddly-dee. And I said that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66. Because the Lord going to add to this. What I mean by that, I'll read it. Chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots, the so-called UFOs, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden. What's that garden? That's that church. Behind one tree, that's that false prophet that's not telling you the truth. In the midst, eating swine's flesh. You don't supposed to be eating no swine, no pig. Still to today, the laws are never done away with. Okay? And the abomination and the mouth shall be consumed together, said the Lord. Not me, said the Lord. Excuse me, I get a little excited. Those who have ears can hear. Okay? This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4. In verse 1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, ye, and all that do wickedly, 2/3 of our own people, and the rest of the nations that's following these devils. Devil means deceiver. Who deceived the world? Telling you that they're European, that they're Australians, that they're French, Dutch. I'm from Sweden. They're Edomites. Thus says the Bible. Everyone have a biblical name, people. Mohad, that's the Chinese. Ammon, that's the Japanese. Hagon, I think that's mixed with Arab. Okay? Tyre, Hamites, that's the Africans. Elam, okay? That's like the ones that had a red dot on their head. India. Okay, Ishmael. That's the Arabs also. But let's continue. And the day cometh that shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it should leave them neither root nor branch. Okay? Because this is what's going to happen next. This is what's going to happen next. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau, we're witnessing the man of perdition, that means destruction, is the end of the world. Okay? Because that's what he done dug his own pit. They're going to go and run in their bunkers, the elites, and they're going to be the first one to be gathered up and put in chains and to go into slavery. That's what I said. That's what I said. Esau, Edom, get ready. Get ready. Because you got your last little stroke that you're doing right now against all the peoples and all nations, bringing this witchcraft. Okay? And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we got next. Thus says the Lord. If Lord is willing, I'm going to end it there. I want to give all praises to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. That's the correct ancient Hebrew names of our Father Yahweh and his son. And I want to give honors to the apostles, the elders, the teachers and the preachers throughout Israel, like-minded brothers that's coming out of the Bible directly calling on the name of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. I want to thank them, and I'm going to end it there and say shalom, shalom, shalom.